Hello, and welcome to your introductory psychology course. My name is Diana Meehan, and I'm going to be your instructor this semester. I'm so excited to get to work with you. I think that psychology is one of the funnest disciplines to learn. And in this semester, you are going to learn all about like everything under the umbrella of psychology. We're going to touch a little bit of everything so that you know what goes into psychology and you just leave a little bit stronger in the discipline. And it's going to be so much fun. So much fun. I am making this video to kind of go over the syllabus and go over the structure of the course and just to say, hey, welcome. So let me share my screen and I'll walk you through the 4 pages that I have in the syllabus. And yeah, so we'll just get started. Let's go. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so this is our syllabus. This video is actually going to be posted right here, but needless to say, there is really, really important things in the syllabus that I want you to know. So a syllabus is kind of like a contract. It's a contract between me and you about what to expect in the course, and it's kind of lists all of the rules and things like that that go into the course. So anything that you're kind of unsure about, checking the syllabus is always going to be like your best bet. So first things first, we have the name of our course. We have the name of our course. This is an 8-week class and it is a hybrid course. So when I say hybrid, that means that we are going to be mixing the instruction. You're going to have a little bit of in-person instruction and you're going to have a little bit of online instruction. So think about a traditional college course and an online college course, and we're mixing them together. So that means that you are going to have online content that's going to be completed through Canvas. And we're also going to be meeting in person every Monday and Wednesday between 1 p.m. and 2:50 p.m. For the next 8 weeks. So it's going to be really exciting. We are located also in room 714. So Monday morning, I can't wait to see you there. It's going to be so exciting. My contact information is listed here on the syllabus. I always give out my phone number just in case. A little bit about me. I have been, or I was, an distance education student since I was in high school. So I went through all of high school and 2 master's degrees and then a postmaster's certificate. So that means I took doctoral classes and it all happened online. So I, distance education is like, I'm very familiar with it. And one thing that really kind of irked me is not being able to get a hold of my teachers when I needed them. Online things happen. And with the hybrid course, you have the in-person stuff, but you also have the online mix. So I provide you with my phone number. Feel free to call or to text. And I also provide you with my email address. So you can reach me in any way that feels comfortable to you. Okay, so this course is an introduction to psychology, which is the study of the mind and behavior. We're going to focus on theories and different concepts and cultures and dynamics and research. It's going to be so much fun. If you go through the syllabus, you're going to see things like the course learning objectives. These are objectives that I'm going to filter through into every assignment and every activity. These are criteria that you'll be able to meet by the end of the course. Similarly, the student learning outcomes are also things that are going to be very important in our course. And you'll hear me refer to them quite a bit because your student learning outcomes actually pop up on your rubrics. And I will be grading you on the mastery that you show in these student learning outcomes because by the end of the course, you will be able to show mastery in these things. So really check out the student learning outcomes. They're super important. Like I said, you'll see them all the way throughout the course. You'll see them in the rubrics. I'll mention them in class and in the online context. You'll see it everywhere. So check those out. Your learning materials. Your textbook is going to be online. It's a link here provided to you in the syllabus. We're using OpenStax, and it is a free online textbook. I do use the textbooks in the class. I am going to ask you to be reading the chapters every week. You will have chapters assigned to you. I'm a big believer in having a foundation in a course, and I feel like a good foundation for a course is a textbook, so we will definitely be using it. Other materials that I think that you be really necessary to have, such as a notebook and access to technology and things like that, are here. Our learning pact, our inclusivity statement. Check these out. They're super, super important. And our Title IX information. This syllabus is going to have 4 pages. The second page is about navigating our course, and this is literally just going through. So I'm just going to kind of go through, make sure I catch everything, but really quick. Important dates for the course. Our start date is August 11th, and our end date is October 3rd. We're going to have 8 weeks together. It's going to be so much fun. Um, if you were to drop the course before 8:20, then this course will not show up or I'm sorry, before 8:19, there you go. This course will not show up in your transcript. So it'll be like you didn't do it. So remember that. The last day to drop without a grade is August 19th, and the last day to drop with a W on your transcript would be September 20th. All right. Course structure. Okay, so we're going to be meeting in person every Monday and Wednesdays between 1 p.m. and 2:50 p.m., room 714. But we're also going to have that online work. So you'll come in on Monday. And after you come in on Monday, I'm going to release the online module. And so you'll have work to do in our online Canvas. And there will be assignments to turn in. There will be learning activities. There will be just things for you to be able to absorb the material. This is an 8-week class, so it is a bit fast paced, and you're going to be busy. I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna be a bit busy. But assignments will be submitted online and in person, kind of depending on what they are. Most of your assignments will be submitted online. And a couple of due dates to really keep track of will be Thursdays and Sundays. Yeah. Let's see. Communication policy. I prioritize communication above all else. I'm telling you, it is so important. I can't know unless you tell me. Same thing. So, just make sure that you're reaching out to me. I give you access to my phone number. I give you access to email. And yeah, just reach out if you have any problems, any concerns, or you just want to talk. Okay. I am now part of your support system. So even if you want to talk. Absences and drops. So the first week is going to be a little bit different than the rest of the semester, right? So the first week is pretty sensitive because we're cleaning out our rosters and we're making sure that the class is really solid. So by the end of the first week, when I feel like who's in the class is going to be in the class, and that's the kind of the goal. So in the first week, if you don't show up on Monday, then you're going to be dropped from the class. Right after class is done, anyone who didn't show up, I'm going to drop. Then if you show up on Monday, but you don't show up on Wednesday, same thing, I'm going to drop you from the course. Okay. And similarly, if you don't finish the online information or the online components in week 1, you will be dropped from the course. Keep in mind that this Wednesday and the online stuff without prior communication. If something comes up and you need some help, or you're like, hey, I won't be able to do it by the due date, let me know. Send me the text message or the email, send me the call, let me know that something has popped up. Otherwise, you will be dropped from the course in the first week. Okay. Both in-person and online conditions need to be met. It's important to stress this is a hybrid course. You have the in-person and you have the online, and you can't have one without the other. Okay. For the rest of the semester, you will be considered absent if you do not participate in the online weekly assignments or the in-person class. So no participation in either 2 modules or 2 meetings throughout the entire semester makes you eligible for dropping. Keep in mind, don't want to assume that the instructor is just that I'm gonna just drop you. I value communication a lot. I'll be trying to reach out to you, but it's technically your responsibility to drop the course if you no longer want to attend it. Okay, so just let me know. Even if you need help dropping it, I'll help you. But keep in mind that these are the rules. And yeah, just keep in mind of our drop policy. Our final exam, we don't have a final exam date yet. I think it's going to be October 3rd in our classroom, nice and easy. It will be in person, but the final exam schedule hasn't been posted by the college quite yet, so I'm not sure. I do know that it will be completed in person, and I do know that once the date is set, we can't make adjustments to that. So just a warning. And I also know that it'll be a mixture of multiple choice and short answer response questions. Got you. We'll learn more about that in week 8, which is completely dedicated to the final exam. I have my grading policy. You can check out where your grades will land. I don't hide grades from you. You'll see them as they populate. So you'll be able to go into your grade book and look at your total and see where you stand throughout the semester. And this is where A, B, C, D, and F, those are the only grades I'm able to input when we do a final grades. And this is where those percentages lie. Okay. And then you can check out our academic honesty policy. I have a video here. and then ChatGPT. So I know that AI is a big thing right now, and it's definitely useful and it's definitely helpful. And I will be allowing you to use that tool within the course, but I want to show you how to use it and I want to walk you through the requirements and things like that. So anytime that AI can be used, I'll talk about it. We're going to talk about like how to cite it and how to just give it the proper permissions and things like that. Okay, so don't go off willy-nilly using ChatGPT. Remember that your voice is important. And when you are able to use the AI language models, I'll let you know. Okay, so that's page 2. Page 3 is a map to our class. I hope you check it out, especially if you're unfamiliar with the campus. But room 714 is in the 700B building. So I have this map here. And when you drive into the college, starting here, when you drive into the college, you can come in and go down the first portal and you can park in parking lot A. That'll get you pretty close to 700B, which is sitting right here. Or you can go around to the second portal here and come into parking lot K, which is in between the 700 building and the student union. So if you're familiar where the student union is, our building is like right across from it. But here we are. So check out that map if you're unsure about where to reach the classroom. And then our last page is for student support. And this is like college-wide student support. So for example, if you need academic accommodations, tell you where to go from there. Confidential counseling. For any reason you would like confidential like counseling like from a licensed therapist, and you want a referral for that, just let me know. We've got the information here. If you need to connect to the disability, EOPS or CalWorks connections. Our Strong Essentials program, which includes like the Golden Eagle Pantry and our basic needs stuff is all here. And then ACE academic support. If you need help with any of this or getting started with any of this, let me know, but you can begin with connections through this syllabus. And yeah, that's it. So this is the syllabus. I can't wait to see you on Monday where I'll talk to you more about the structure of the course and what you're going to expect. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. Okay, I'll see you Monday, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Got to figure out how to stop this.